Welcome to episode 7 of Industrial Robot tutorial. Today we will talk about the programming language Rapid for ABB robot. Today's episode is very important. We have covered a lot. Now to go forward, it is mandatory that we understand the concept of the Rapid, like how to program and how the structure works and everything. So if you guys have any issue to understanding anything, just write me an email or write a comment. My email address is written in the description. So let's start. What is Rapid? Rapid is a programming language which is dedicated to program only ABB robots. It is a high-level programming language. In my opinion, the structure is quite similar to C. So if you have the basic idea of programming language, then it will be easy for you to understand. So first we will see the basic structure of Rapid. So when we will talk about the basic structure of Rapid, the first thing we need to understand what is module. So it's similar like in C, the file. So like you can have multiple module like this. Module 1, module 2, 3. But one has to be main module. So for example, this is our main module. So you can call multiple, like you can have multiple module for different work, and you can call all of them into module 1 and execute in sequence. Next thing is variables. We will talk about variable letters. Then it comes routines. Under the routine, you have three things. One, procedure. Second, function. And third will be trap. Into the main module, you need to have a main procedure. Procedure normally defined as a proc, and it has to be like this. So this is your main routine. You can have multiple procedure inside your module or in other modules also, but everything needs to be called into this main procedure. It's same like in C programming, the main function. Everything we need to call into this main procedure, and then we need to make a sequence to execute. Now the difference between procedure, function and trap routine. The difference between procedure and function is, procedure is like do something. It will not return any value, like do something. It will return nothing. Function is like mainly used for calculation. And it will always return a value. Trap is mainly used for interrupts. I will try to give a simple example. Think like a restaurant. In a restaurant, you have the different section like salad station, then grill section, but the main work is serving to customer. Now if we compare, the serving to customer is the main module, and these are other modules: module 1, module 2, module 3. Now inside this module, for main module, we have which will be like collecting the food from salad station, grill station, and from the dessert served to the customer. That will be in the main procedure. Now inside the module, you can have multiple other procedure. Like in grill station, you have procedure like grill the meat. So this is a procedure. Now how much temperature you should use, or how long, that will be calculated by function. Now the trap. Trap can be considered as an emergency situation. For example, for example, there is a fire. So on that time, the interrupt will be, the safety alarm will be activated. I will repeat the example one more time. Think about a restaurant. In a restaurant, you can have multiple sections like salad station, grill station, then dessert station. But the main work for a restaurant is to serve to the customer. In this main module, we will have a main procedure, proc main, where from all the station, food will come. So from all the station, all the food will get collected and it will serve to the customer. In other module, you can have multiple procedure. Like for example, in grill station, you can have procedure to grill the meat. But how much temperature you should use, how long you should grill it, it will be calculated by a function. At the end, what is trap? Trap is basically, you can consider as an emergency situation. For example, there is a fire. So every other works will get interrupted and the trap will get activated. Now you can ask me a question that why do we need trap? Since it's a line by line executing, we can just make a procedure and we can just put it in, like we can just use a procedure instead of a trap. Then why we need trap? So to understand this, we have to dig a little bit into embedded program. So in embedded programming, there is something called interruption or interrupts. What is interrupts? Basically, what is trap doing? Trap is basically activating an interrupts. And what is an interrupt? By translating, you can understand that it's basically interrupting something. So what is the advantage of using interrupt? For example, your robot is moving and it almost close to have a collision. In that case, interrupt will stop the robot and start the trap routine immediately. But if we use a procedure instead of interrupt, the procedure will wait till the robot ends the movement instruction. So basically, even the program is executing line by line, the interrupts is actually running in background and checking all the time for the signal. So now we will see the different data types used in Rapid. So first is num. Num is basically to store numerical data. For both integer and decimal value. Denom is basically same like num, just it has more resolution, so it can store bigger data than num. It is also used for both integer and decimal. Then you have string. And many more other data types. Now how to declare variables. Normally num So that's how you declare the variables. Now how you store value into the variable. You need to use this sign. Till now it looks similar as we declare in other programming language. Now the difference, if you notice, I have written here variable. Now what is this? In Rapid there are three types of variables. Variable, persistence, and constant. Variable is like regular variable, like normally it's same like other language. When you declare a variable, you can store a value, and when you reset the program, the variable will lose the data. So it works like same as the in other language variable works. Persistent is a different type. Persistence is different than regular variable. Basically the main job is it holds the last value. So whenever you shut down the program and start again, still it will remember the last value from the program. Constant variable is like the value remains same anywhere in the program. So whenever you will try to access that variable, the value will be always same. So it is only possible to change when you declare the variable. So it will allow you only to change the value during declaration. Now we will, as I mentioned, there are more data types. So we will talk about a little bit more about composite data type. What is composite data type? In simple words, it contains more than one value. You have also array in Rapid. This is not same as array. It's different. The composite data type and array is not same, is different. In future, when we will work with this more, you will understand the difference automatically. So in composite data type, first we will talk about pose. Pose is basically, it will have the value for a position, like in a coordinate, a position like x, y and z. Then the next data type it comes is orient. Orient is basically, it will save the orientation of something like this. You will declare it same, we have done it before, like var pos position 1 var orient 1. The next one is called pose. Pose is basically combination of pose and orient data, and they will get renamed, and they will be renamed as translation and rotation. Now the next data type, we are already familiar with this one, called target. Robot target. Robot target will have the pose data, the position, the translation and rotation, plus config plus config data plus joint plus exponential joint data plus axis data. Then you will have, so basically in robot target, in this data type, you will have the translation and the rotation of the point, as well as the and also the axis angle, the robot axis, also the data. So in this data type, in this robot target, in this data type, the data will the robot target will have the data of the translation and the rotation, as well as the information of the position of the also. So the robot target will also have the data about, so the data will be stored in robot target data type. So in robot target we'll get the data about translation. So the robot target holds the data of translation, rotation, as well as the axis angle information. Next one is tool data. In tool data, you will also have the translation and rotation of the TCP, as well as the data about the tool. In work object data, the next one is work object data. In this data types, you will have the information about the same, like first I think you will in this data type you will have in work object data you will get the information in work object data type. You will have the data will get stored like you are using the user frame or the object frame. Also the position, the translation and rotation of the frame, and also other frame information. We will talk about these things again in future. It will be easier when those situations come. It will be easier for to explain. Now I have a question for you guys. Now, for example, now these are data types, right? Now my question is to you guys, what do you think, what will be the variable types of them? Like the robot target will be a regular variable or a persistent or a constant, as well as what will happen, what will be the types of the tool data variable, what will be the variable for the what type tool. So my question is, what type of variable will be the robot target or tool data or work object data? Will it be variable or regular variable or constant or persistent? Hold the video, think for a while, try to understand why I asked you this question. You can pause for a while and think. It will be better if you pause the video and try to think yourself. It will be better if you pause the video and think for a while. Now we consider like this. What do we know about the variable types? We have three variable. We have three types of variable in Rapid. One is the regular variable, second one is persistent, and third one is constant. So a robot target is basically a position, like you are selecting a target and you are asking the robot to go there, or you are asking the robot to go to that position. So normally that position can be changed, those value can be changed. So the robot target will be constant. Now the tool data and work object data, both they can be changed, but it's also important we hold the last data for us. Otherwise every time we have to put, like for example, if we lose the data of the TCP, then we need to find the TCP again. Or normally if you change the tool or you make it shorter or bigger, then you need to figure out the TCP again. So basically it should keep the last data it has. So this one will be persistent. As well as work object data, we also, if you remember what is work object data, so basically you are saying the robot, this is your work area. So if you change it, you just need to update the work object data. So the value in work object data should be also set. So the last value, it should get set. This one will be also parts. So today I will end this video here. If you guys have any question, please let me know. My email address is written in the description. I will try my best to come with more videos as soon as possible. Till that, take care and goodbye.